Hi, it's Maggie. I'm here with a new series, a mini-series with no patterned papers. So put your thinking caps on and think about how you can scrapbook without patterned papers. For this episode, I'm going to be stamping my background. So I have my large Misty out and some ink, and the stamp is from Catherine Pooler, and I think it's called Oh Snap. The inks I'm using are Hero Arts, Green Hills, Pale Tomato, Pool, and then Stays on Jet Black. So I'm just placing the stamps how I like them, inking them up, and then making the impressions. The dead white space in the center is going to be where my photos are. So, no pattern papers. Somebody on Facebook said, why would you want to do that? And it's not that I don't have a ton of paper. It's just to kind of showcase other things and to use the things in your stash and kind of just think outside the box a little bit. Get creative. So that's why I wanted to do this series. And if you look in the description box, there's some people that's playing along with me. I think Khristina from Redefine Creative and Sandie from Scrapbooking Reflections or Scrapping Reflections. I'm sorry, Sandie. And I believe there's a few others, but I don't know for sure about them yet, so I won't mention their names. It takes a couple times sometimes to get a perfect, crisp image, but that's why the Misty is so helpful. Because as long as your paper doesn't move, it's perfect every time. So my background is basically done. If you see on the edges, there's some that aren't very crisp, and I'm going to fix that in a minute. These pictures were taken in Orlando at Universal. So I'm getting out the dies so I can stamp. Oh, whoa, what's going on with my camera? Sorry about that. I'm going to stamp an image and cut it out with the dies on my Big Shot. And I don't like how that is because it like cuts the lens out of the image, and I just didn't like it. So I end up fussy cutting them all. I guess I could have just broken off the part that was cutting the lens out, but I didn't do that. So here, fussy cut, and then I'm going to pop them up and replace them on the edge where the stamp is kind of messed up. And I do that to almost all of the cameras that are like hanging off the page. Like that. I'm sorry about the camera. I guess I didn't realize it moved. So I think it stays this way the rest of the video. So I'm making more images. And now I use stays on the image, so I have to stamp it over and over and over again to get the stays on off. Even though I wiped it off and rinsed it off, it was still a little bit there. So to get the right shade of green, I had to do it a couple of times. And that's fine. So for no pattern papers, things you could do are stamped images, background stamps, washi, mixed media. There's just so many things you could do. And there's some close-ups at the end. And I really hope you enjoyed this series, and I would like you to tag me. If you could use the hashtag P2P, no patterns. And I would love to see what you make. Thanks for watching.